Nancy Pelosi.
Hi, how are you? My name is Noah. I used to be named pronouns. Listen, I wasn't able to get a book that was sold out, but I want to say how much I appreciate your fierce, staunch defending of democracy. It really means so much, you know. Honestly, I'm really scared about Donald Trump winning the election, and honestly, with all the disinformation on X, I honestly the only chance that we have is for Donald Trump to actually spend the rest of his life in prison. That's the only hope for democracy.
Win the election.
Would get ripped at a book signing by a comedian.
We do. Well, Nancy, listen. Last question. What stocks should I buy? Nancy, you're the greatest options trader of all time. I just want to know what stocks I should buy. But I just want to know, income inequality is their biggest concern.
Already.
But the police are an institution of white supremacy and racism. I don't understand why they're even here at all. They should be defunded. I just want to know, she makes 6 figures a year in Congress and has $100 million net worth. Don't y'all want to know what stocks she should buy? Come on.
No way.
To buy. Yeah. I want to close the wealth gap. What's the problem?
No way.
I just want to close the wealth gap. Nancy Pelosi, keep the greatest options trader of all time.
Now, to be clear, this was a good moment from a man who sucks. All right. He is awful. And we know this because
we need to go to the school board together, and I want to speak on your behalf about the importance of the terrarium.
he did interviews and praised Alex Stein, if unfamiliar.
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale.
He said this to New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Was that a fair trade for the merchant of death? I know you kill it on the court, but he kills it in real life. Is it true you had to have sex with Vladimir Putin to get released from Russia, Brit?
Get out of the way, dog.
Brit.
Get out of the way.
Brit, is it true you had to...
Get out of the way.
What about his wife? Still want to boycott America, Brittany?
Stop.
Well, get off me.
Stop. Stop.
I'm weird. Why? She hates America. What about the merchant of death, Brit? Get off me.
Stop, dude. Why are you being like that?
Dude, I want to talk to Brit. Brit, you scared to talk to me? Brit, you're scared.
Have a good day.
The merchant of death, Brit.
Have a good day.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Brit, do you hate America? Brit. Brit, was it a fair trade for the merchant of death? Brit, was it a fair trade? I want to talk to the famous athlete.
This to Brittany Griner.
Well, I brought you a little gift because I know you love hot dogs. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah, here's some hot dogs for you. Wow. Yeah, here's some hot dogs, Mo. I know you love that. You love pork, right? There you go. I know you like those hot dogs, Mo. They're pretty good, aren't they?
Pulled this stunt against a Muslim opponent with Misfits Boxing and...
Now, what you might not know is that Alex Stein was also a former contestant on different reality TV shows, though not that anyone would even notice since each of his appearances were very short-lived. In 2012, Stein was a contestant on the reality TV show The Glass House. And boy, was it something.
At the end of the day, I'm a good guy.
And it should come as no surprise that Stein also sexually harassed a female contestant while he was on the show. By the end of the first episode, almost every contestant voted him off the show.
What you should know is he's a failed reality TV star. He is buddies with the always deplorable, non-credible, grifting schmuck Jason Whitlock. He would also storm Barstool Sports' office, demanding to see Dave Portnoy because he took offense to a social media exchange that they had. He also sucks. Like the lowest levels of suck. He works for the Blaze. That's how much he sucks. No person with more than a few brain cells should be associating with this guy, yet with Strenger, the comedian, he would write above this video with Stein, "My friend Alex Stein encouraged me to speak at city council meetings. He mentored me, provided me with guidance, shared my posts, invited me on a show, and more. Comedy will save the world from tyranny, and we need to mock these globalists into obscurity." What do you mean by globalists? Come on, say it. Tell me. What do you mean by globalists? Say it. I want to hear it. It is shocking, though, how In this day and age, a conservative can actually bring up a good and fair point. And that is the Pelosi video that I go back to. Mediaite would write in the year 2022, Pelosi scoffed at calls to ban members of Congress and their spouses from trading stocks and invoking the free market as a defense. Meanwhile, watching Pelosi market plays have become popular on social media and are widely copied by investors online. That is true. I see them all the time on TikTok, which then I believe we should show you this.
Should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to this second one. We have a responsibility to report. This is a free market, and people, we are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Media would continue. There has never been any evidence proving that Pelosi engaged in illegal insider trading when buying and selling stocks, and no laws currently prohibit government officials from participating in the stock market. That's the problem. The Daily Beast would add Pelosi reportedly has an estimated worth of more... God. Oh. She has an estimated worth of more than $250 million. That's according to the Daily Mail. Obviously, the Daily Mail is a right-wing outlet, but still, her net worth being over a few $1 million is still concerning because it just shouldn't happen. Earlier this summer, Yahoo Finance reported that she made 20 times her salary in one trade, taking nearly $4 million in gains from her dealing in one stock purchased by her husband, Paul, a VC. Asked about the trades, she denied owning any stocks.
And again, that's not just about Nancy Pelosi. And again, the real issue here is that it's not a crime. It's not illegal for these politicians to have this information that the public doesn't have and then trade based on it. And so the only rule they have is they have to report their trades. Okay, yeah, but you still profit off of them, and there's no accountability. You could report, yeah, I made 1,000 times the market, she didn't. But you could even do that, and everybody's like, oh, great, thanks for reporting it.
So let me be clear. If this is something that we can all agree on, then I am all for it. It's not just Pelosi, though, who said the act of banning stocks is a negative for lawmakers. Tommy Tuberville is also fighting this as well. Tuberville is the former football coach at Auburn, Cincinnati, many others, who is not from Alabama, but represents Alabama in the Senate. He does not like the idea of litigation going forward to ban members of Congress from not only, trading stocks, but owning them as well. There is the huge underlying issue, and there's a few points. The first is, I do not believe that any of these people should own stocks. It is a complete conflict of interest. They are making money off of things that we don't have the same breadth of knowledge to. So it is a completely uneven field of play. They have the, to use a word, insider knowledge. And they sit in those meetings. I remember when it was determined from local reporting that Kelly Loeffler was told of the pandemic coming and decided to move around a few stocks that she would benefit from. And it's not just her. It is almost every single member of Congress who does this. The second is, why is a politician worth this much money? Why is any politician a millionaire? They are elected to serve us. They're voted in to serve the electorate. And this is the return that they get for wooing the public. It's gross. It's gross. And it goes to show they don't care. They will sell out anybody, anything, any company, any body of water, any species to make a buck, because they have the knowledge that this company is going to do well or they're going to fail. It's gross. So look, we have huge differences, obviously. But if there is one similarity one similarity. If they are for Congress banning stocks, all for it. Or is this just a comedian trying to make a name for himself, conservative comedian, who is just going after Nancy Pelosi because it's easy? I'm no fan. Leftists are not fans of Nancy Pelosi. We should not be fans of Nancy Pelosi. But if he keeps that same energy with Republican officials, then we could continue going further. I'll also say this. Your disguise sucked. Like white dudes for, was it Walls or Harris? White dudes for whoever. White dudes for Harris. And then the Bernie hat. First off, that's a conflict of interest because Bernie ushered in a new wave of the electorate when we were younger to progressive policies, and we've outgrown Bernie. We've gone further left than Bernie. So that's a totally dumb move on your part. The second is you have contrasting styles within the Democratic Party of Bernie Sanders being a progressive and then Tim Walz and Kamala Harris basically just being libs. And they don't represent the same beliefs at all. So it was a tell from the jump. It felt very weird. And his signage was a complete tell at the end of the day.